Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. It's Diana Wolfmeyer, owner and founder of this Facebook Inner Joy group. I wanted to talk to you today about what I think is going on and the messages that I'm receiving from all of you out there in corporate America. Do you feel like you are putting on a happy face just to get through the day? Do you come home exhausted and just don't seem to have a motivation to do the things you really would like to do? Are you working for the weekend? If there is even a weekend in your career. A lot of people are working 12, 16 hours a day. Sometimes are on 7 days, phones, smartphones, reading emails, answering emails, thinking you have to be super respondent on everything you do. And maybe that's what your job expects of you. Do you feel like there are so many expectations that are placed upon you in a day? Do you feel like nobody gets you? Does it seem sometimes like you've outgrown what you're doing? There's no maybe fulfillment or satisfaction in the job that you're doing on a daily basis? I'm here to tell you, you're not alone, and it's for people like you of why I formed this group. You may be thinking to yourself that you're unhappy. You may be going home from work and, thinking it's completely okay to have multiple cocktails in an evening just to come down or up from the day. What are you noticing in your life when you get home? When you are at home and you're feeling like the day just consumed you. And then the next morning comes and the next thing you know, you're right back at it again. And you're thinking, I'm just so tired of being here. Wasn't I just here yesterday? And the reason I say that is because that is what I felt. I would walk in literally each morning to my office and I would say, wasn't I just here? Wasn't I just doing this? It's as if I remember more about what I'm doing during the day at work than I can remember about having wonderful engagements with my family at home. In fact, I noticed myself being in this place of where, my moods, because of how I felt when I was working, would interfere with other areas of my life, my marriage, even getting angry, quickly or frustrated over the dogs or something of that nature, something being on the floor, those little things in relationships that people get upset about. They become so much larger because we're already unhappy with what we spend most of our time doing out in corporate America or where your job is. For me, I found it to no longer be fulfilling. I was not feeding my soul. This is where I say you're getting some of the messages and, universe is talking to you, is you're going in every day and you're just, your heart's not in it, or you just want a break, or you need that vacation. Well, what my purpose here is to be here for you. That's what I've been through. I worked myself through it. As I told you, I've been doing these things for a long time, but I'm not meant to keep the lessons that I've learned to myself. They're meant to be shared. We're sharing humans. We're humans that are formed of community. And the problem is that unhappiness, getting you to understand how you can obtain more inner joy in your life, whatever your decision might be, whether you want to leave your job or just feel better in your job or in your relationship. There's something going on. We talk about the masks. So my opening was, do you put on a happy face to go to work every day? Do you know how much energy it takes to put on that mask? That's where your soul's crying out to you. That's where that inner voice is coming from. That's why it feels so hard to do it, and it's getting harder and harder every day that you do it, because the message that the universe and your soul is trying to tell you is that something needs to change somewhere along the way. I got into doing this because for me, I couldn't keep going like that. I didn't want to. I found out for myself that I didn't want to keep going like that. I didn't want to wake up every day thinking, oh, I have to do this all over again. Struggling with some of the people that are in corporate America and the competition and, you know, everybody trying to get the next promotion and get higher and higher and higher. How much, you know, some people may just truly thrive on that, and that's okay. That's great. It wasn't serving my purpose. You know, that wasn't my purpose here on earth. My purpose here on earth was to share with you and help guide you to your own inner joy. It's hard work because we have to take off those masks that I've talked about. You know, we have to stop putting on a happy face and face whatever darkness that we actually might be feeling. And it's totally okay. Everybody can get through that, because once you get into the darkness, there's only light to be found later. So if any of this resonates with you, if you are one of my tribe members that is, you know, waking up every day and trying to put on a happy face and walk out the door and, you know, go after that job that's bringing you in that paycheck, providing that security to you, yet you're unhappy doing it, let's have a conversation. Reach out to me. Let's talk about how we can work together to move you to a new place of more peace and contentment and inner joy, you know, more happiness in your life, and find out and uncover what it is that your soul really, really wants to do. It may be staying right where you are. It may be getting another position. There may be needing to be a little bit of a reboot, a new mindset to face the day with, knowing that you are worthy and that you are worth it, to step up for yourself and show up for yourself. You know, the work isn't easy. I've been there. It can bring pain to you. But what is on the other side of that? And remember, it only feels like pain. It's not going to damage you. But what's on the other side is truly a beautiful discovery of transformation. And I know that if you're in my tribe right now, you were called here. There's a reason that you're here. You've answered your soul's desire, and you want to learn more about that. I can help guide you with that. This is my talk for today. I'm going to try and do a few more talks throughout the week and start participating actively in some dialogue in the group, and start getting some of you fired up with some of these conversations so we can have some active conversation. So until my next video, reach out, private message me. Love and light to you all. Have a wonderful day. Bye now.